Good day, I am Charlene C. Humalon of Legal Age, Filipino, and currently connected with the Forensic Group Regional Office as a fingerprint examiner in forensic identification. I underwent practical training in fingerprint identification, particularly in the examination of latent and ruled fingerprints using the SV method, which stands for Analysis, Comparison, Evaluation, and Verification. My duties include receiving fingerprint specimens, documenting evidence, conducting ridge comparison, identifying mutiny points, and preparing comparison chart for court presentation. Because of my training and experience in fingerprint examination and comparison, I am qualified to testify as an expert witness regarding fingerprint evidence. The evidence specimen was properly endorsed and submitted to the Forensic Group Regional Office for fingerprint examination. Upon receipt, I documented the specimen in the evidence logbook and verified the case details, markings, chain of custody to ensure the integrity of the evidence. The submitted specimen consisted of a latent fingerprint and a ruled fingerprint impression intended for comparison. After documentation, the specimen was carefully handled using standard forensic procedures to avoid contamination or alteration. The evidence was then prepared for examination under the SV method to determine whether the fingerprints originated from the same source. During the analysis stage, I examined the quality and clarity of the latent and ruled fingerprint examination. I identified visible ridge patterns, ridge flows, core, delta, and mutiny characteristics such as ridge endings, bifurcation, and enclosure. In the comparison stage, I compared the latent print with the ruled print by observing the ridge details side by side. I check whether the ridge formations and mutiny points appeared in the same relative positions and sequence. During evaluation, I assess the similarities and differences observed between the fingerprints. The corresponding ridge characteristics and mutiny points showed sufficient agreement without unexplained differences. Lastly, verification was conducted to confirm the findings and ensure the accuracy and reliability of the examination result before final conclusion. So, in the comparison chart, I used grid method and polygon method. So, I will explain first the grid method. So, the grid method is a systematic way of comparing fingerprints by dividing the fingerprint image into sections or grids. Each box or grid area helps the examiner focus on specific ridge, details, and mutiny points in an organized manner. Through this method, corresponding ridge characteristics from the latent print and rolled print are easier to locate and compare accurately. The grid method helps avoid confusion and improve precision during fingerprint examination because the examiner analyzes the fingerprint section by section. The polygon method is used by connecting identified mutiny points through imaginary lines to form geometric shapes or polygons. These methods determine whether the spatial relationships and distance between mutiny points are consistent in both fingerprint samples. If the polygon formation and ridge relationships match, it strengthens the conclusion that the fingerprint came from the same individual. The polygon method provides additional support and accuracy in fingerprint identification because it demonstrates the fixed arrangement of mutiny characteristics. So, based on the SV method examination process, including the grid method and polygon method comparison, I conclude that the Latin fingerprint and rolled fingerprint exhibit matching characteristics and corresponding mutiny points are consistent with identification from the same source. Thank you.